everybody, and welcome to another video. We're just about to turn right here, just off of the A217, and here's a little piece of advice to all you baldies out there. Do not look at your phone while sitting in traffic. It's like a nice big shiny light pointing at me off your shiny head. You might as well just be pointing a torch at me or something. It's so easy to see. So a little piece of advice: if you've got a shiny bald head, leave the phone in your pocket or wear a hat. Now we've got two for the price of one in this clip. We've got your petrol head moment. No, not the Fiat 500, the trainee Audi driver. This little yellow one coming up. Very nice indeed. And we've got your red light runner as well.
Bloody hell. How red was that?
This is one of them roundabouts. If they had cameras on these lights here, they would make an absolute fortune. And I'm not just talking about them lights. I'm talking about every entrance, every exit on that roundabout. There's something about that roundabout that is just so weird. And speaking of weird, I just cannot see what this car in front of me is seeing. Why it keeps edging out. There's cars coming. Why do you think that you can go? Look, where are you going? There's a car there.
What are you doing? You do realise that you haven't got priority over something coming from the right, yeah?
Now, looking at the way she's driving here, maybe it is poor eyesight, or is she just avoiding the bloody potholes here? Maybe a bit of both even. Who knows? Now in this clip we are looking at the Audi. It's just down there, that black one there. It's too close to the red car. You can see that already. It's very Audi-ish what it's doing here, and you can see what's going to happen, can't you? Anyone that knows the channel knows how Audis drive, and it's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to overtake, where it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. You know, there he goes. And then look how he gets past him and then has to hit the brakes because he's going to get too close to the car in front of him. Completely pointless. We're in Brighton. By the way, this was the live drive clips. Just the next few clips are all from the live drive. So if you didn't watch the live drive, this is what you missed. So we are looking over there to the poor vulnerable cyclist. The poor vulnerable cyclist. Look out for them as he just goes wandering off into the outside lane there without a care in the world. If you look over to the right hand side, you'll see the pier and the sea and two bike lanes over there. And then he goes back to the inside lane. Why he had to go out to the outside lane, who the hell knows? But be careful of these guys because they are very, very vulnerable. Yes, I've said it before and I'll say it again, that these cyclists make themselves vulnerable, and the other people that make themselves vulnerable are the poor vulnerable pedestrians. Yes, pedestrians just wandering around in the street. I mean, I know there's no pavement there, but what about these ones here at the crossing? When did crossing the road become so hard? You got a red man. Why can you not see that? Why can you not see that? You poor vulnerable pedestrians. Now, I'm guessing that these two are a couple. Let's fucking hope they don't have any kids. I mean, she walks into the back of him. That's how much she's looking at the road. She's looking at him. I'll follow you anywhere you go, Wayne. That's good to know, Waynetta, because we're on our way to Turkey to get your tits and teeth done. Now, in this clip, we got more poor vulnerable cyclists. Two of them. Yeah, two for the price of one. This one, this closest one to me, is turning right. How late he leaves it, I do not know. And the other one has got a red light, and as we all know, they don't stop at red lights. And now look at this guy that's going to turn right. You must have known that you were going to turn right beforehand. Them poor vulnerable cyclists, please watch out for them because they are so vulnerable. Now we're in the middle of Brighton High Street now, trying to get out of Brighton. Yes, I've had enough. And you can see that in front of us, they've got a green light turning right and a green light going straight on. We've got a red light. So if they've got a green light, that cyclist, that poor vulnerable cyclist, will have a red light. Oh, but be very careful of the cyclists because they're poor vulnerable people. Now a little bit further down the road, we're still trying to get out of Brighton, we've got a cycle lane to the left hand side. Whoopie-doo, we got a cycle lane. I wonder if someone's going to use it correctly. I wouldn't have thought so. But be careful, because they are poor, vulnerable cyclists and pedestrians and everything around here. But it is a cycle lane. I suppose it is a bike using it, but you're going the wrong fucking way. It should be going that way. There are signs saying that it's the other way. It's so simple. If we carry on going a little bit, I will show you the big clues here. There's a cycle. Look, there's a picture of bikes on the ground. There's even a end and a giveaway triangle on the other side to show you that it goes this way and not the other way. But be careful of them, because they are poor, vulnerable cyclists. Anyway, I've had me gripe for this episode. I think I have anyway.
Oh, I don't believe it.
So we are looking now at the Burke in the Merc, in the middle lane. Sort of in the middle lane. It screams out phone for me. It really does. He just cannot stay in that middle lane. Look how much room he's got to the left hand side there, but he's he's all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Look at him. It just screams phone. I didn't see a phone, but this just screams phone. So we're just following him for a little while. I did overtake him later on, and I didn't see a phone then neither, but it's got all the hallmarks of a phone. He's all over the shop. Look, I mean, he's scaring people that are overtaking him because he's so wild, he's so erratic, he's everywhere. A van will come past this in a second, and the van pulls out wide, almost into lane 3 itself, because he is going wide. Here comes the van, and you see the Mercedes go out, further out, and the van is a bit wary of him. Look, and pulled right out, and that shouldn't happen. That's all because, for me, it's got to be phone. It's got to be phone. You can't be that useless at staying in lanes, can you? Well, I suppose it is a Burke in a Merc. I guess you can. So quite a lot further down the road. Still the same day. Still coming home from Brighton. Just your self-entitlement clip now. This car to the left-hand side, parking towards traffic. He's obviously gone to the shop there, but he's parking on zigzags. Now, answers on a postcard here. What do you think he bought in that shop? What do you think was so urgent that he had to park like that to go into that shop? Answer on a postcard, or you can do it the traditional way and leave a comment in the comment section. So we'll speed it up to the next numpty, and it doesn't take long. As we come into, I guess, Hackbridge now, we're just leaving sort of Wallerton area. And as we come round this bend, a car will just pull out from the left-hand side. Doesn't care that there's cars coming towards it. And the horn goes off. What do you think that room there is for? That's for you to fill up your car with. Yeah? So you're not in everyone's way. Numpty. So that was the last clip from the live drive. We'll get on to something else now. And that something else is the Mad Mile, or the end of it anyway. And I've been thinking a lot about these next few clips, and I just don't know how to make them entertaining. It's boring, but it needs to be addressed. It's lane discipline. This car here to my right hand side, it's lane discipline, and I don't know how to make it funny, exciting, or anything like that, even interesting, because it's not interesting. It's actually quite boring to see this, but it does need addressing. And a lot of people say that this sort of driving is worse down south. The closer you get to London, the worse it gets. Let us know if you think that is the case in the comment section down below. What causes this? I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think a lot of it is down to foreign drivers. They don't know the rules of this country, that you should be over to the left unless you're overtaking something. And if it's a foreign driver, is that their inside lane that they're in, and they're used to being on the right, and the outside lane is my lane, and they're expecting me to overtake them on the inside. Is there more to it than this? I probably think there is something more to it. People just don't seem to care. And we're coming up to the Mad Mile again now, and the same thing happens again here. We're further down the Mad Mile now, and this car here comes round here and it just stays in the outside lane. Again, it's very boring to watch, but why is this happening? And I can't blame it all onto foreign drivers, because I'm sure some of them are British. They just don't seem to be with it. But why are they not with it? Why do they not know that they should be over to the left hand side? And they're not even turning right here. I could understand it a little bit if they were turning right, but they still stay in the outside lane when we get to the traffic lights. It's bizarre. It's bizarre, and I can't work it out. Now in this clip we got another little petrol head moment for you. There's two of them there. Well, there's actually three of them. There's a little sidecar just to the right hand side, which you'll be able to see if when I go forward a little bit more. There. And now, what do you think of this? Lazy, or if I had the money I would get one too. An automatic mower. What would you do? Would you buy one if you had the money for one of them, or is that just incredibly lazy? The jury's out with me. I'm not too sure. I'm just going to show you the petrol head moment from the other camera. There we go. And I will go forward a touch there, just so you can see the sign on them. So there we go. And then you got the little contraption over to the right hand side now. Now in this next clip, I really wish that you could see the woman's reaction, her face, her expression on her face, but the reflections in the windows and everything stop you seeing her face. It was like it was my fault.
That was well looked, wasn't it?
Now when we go to the rear camera now, you'll see I've got a bit of a boy racer behind me. But you get to see his expression and the way he looked at the woman.
That was well looked, wasn't it? Give me a pathetic look.
So we go back to the front camera now, and there's nothing like a little bit of learner abuse, is there? You see that learner just up there? You'll see that car pull out after it there. It doesn't want to wait behind it. Oh no! Any point to that when it's 20 miles an hour speed limit? I hate 20 miles an hour speed limit, but come on, there's no need for that. I am the world's worst for liking 20 mile an hour speed limits, I can assure you of that. Now I'm sorry, but I'm going to bore the tits off of you again now. This car to the right hand side of me now, it's again lane discipline. It just will not get out of the outside lane, no matter what. No matter what. I'm turning right up here, so I pull out because there was a car that was going to come up behind it, that's going to come up my inside now. And I didn't want to be blocked in, because if he can't get past, because I'm to the left hand side there, and he's where I am, I can't get out. So I pulled out to stop him doing that. Now well, you could say that I'm bloody lane hogging as well, but I am turning right up here. The car in front is turning right, but it's been in the outside lane for too long, and the only reason I'm behind it doing the same bloody thing is, like I just said, if you don't do this, you get blocked in because people will queue up behind it because it's not doing the speed limit. The speed limit is 40 miles an hour, and it's not doing the speed limit. Now, I got a pretty good feeling the reason it's doing this is because if you look over to the right now, you see it's touching its phone. So a big distraction straight away. I'll get my words out in a minute. Now, a little bit further down the road, the same car is in front of me still. We're in obviously one lane at the moment, but the lanes go into two lanes. So just a little bit further up here, they go into two lanes, and guess where it's going to go? The outside lane. Now it's a 30 mile an hour speed limit now. There is a bus over to the left hand side, so I'm not going to go over to the left hand side myself, because again, up the top of this hill here, I am turning right, and what's the point of me being over to the left when that bus is pulling out? So when we get to the top of the hill, I am turning right. There's speed cameras just up here to the right hand side, so you know, you can't go fast anyway, but I'm turning right. That car in front of me is going straight on, but it still needs the outside lane. I cannot work out this mentality of being in the outside lane when there's nothing in the left hand lane. You're not overtaking anything. Please help me out in trying to decipher What's going on here? Now in this clip I don't need anyone to help me out to work out why this guy's passed the stop line. I know, it's one of Sadiq Khan's license to kill assassins, so it's simple. It's time to have a go at the British workforce. It's bin day down here, and as some of you may know, we've got bins for everything. Cardboard, recycling, garden waste, landfill. We got everything. We've also got 2 bin lorries coming down the same road at the same time. Whose idea was to schedule all that? You just saw that one overtake the one behind it, yeah? Are they going to do that all the way down the road? Play silly buggers? Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? I mean, what bright spark scheduled them to go down the road at the same time doing that, getting in each other's way? The British workforce, you've got to love them, haven't you? Now in this next clip, I'm coming into Epsom. It is quite a tight road, especially when you get buses come down this road. But if you look over to the left hand side, where that bus is now, why didn't it just wait there? Why didn't it just wait there with that great big gap there? Not for me. I'm not talking about me. I've got plenty of room to get through, although it does look tight there. It is tight, but I've got room to get through, no problem. Behind me, he hasn't though. He's got no room to get through, and the bus hasn't got any room to get through. So why didn't the bus wait there for that guy to get into that space? Numpty. Look at that space there. He could have just waited there, but no, he makes it awkward for himself and slower for himself. Absolute stupidity in a red bus. Oh, and by the way, I do respect bus drivers. You couldn't pay me enough to do that job, not with the way school kids behave on buses. Now I'm going to have a go at myself here. I need to stop clapping sarcastically. We're looking over to the right. It's a Kia. It's a roundabout. Where the fuck is it going? I don't know, because it's not indicating. It's not letting me know that it's turning left, so I've got to wait. Yeah, so that's where the sarcastic clap comes in. And I shouldn't do it. I know I shouldn't do it, but these people, it's not hard to put an indicator on. It really isn't. And I would have been gone. I didn't have to wait. So in this clip, we got a poor, vulnerable pedestrian again. A poor, vulnerable... I can't even say it now. Pedestrian. The one in the pram is, anyway. The father needs a slap round the face with a packet of wet shit. He's looking at me all the time and still walks across.
You look, you see me there. You see me coming towards you. You've got a child and you still walk.
We've got another poor, vulnerable pedestrian. And I know that she's got the right of way. I know that I have to give priority to her. But put the fucking phone down for the fucking 10 seconds it will take you to cross the road. She has not got a clue that I am there. Not a clue. I'm going to show you again. Headphones on. Phone in the hand. She's not seen me until now. The phone will do without you for 10 seconds. Cross the road and then look at your phone. Ridiculous. The poor vulnerable. They're so vulnerable. Now I'm a little bit warped. You might have guessed by now. But this always makes me chuckle. I do not know why. You know that I'm not a fan of 20 mile an hour speed limits. I think they're an absolute disgrace, and most cases they're not needed. Which always makes me chuckle when I come round this bend here, and this road here, believe it or not, is a 50 mile an hour speed limit. How can this be 50 and them giant roads back in London are 20? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I could be doing 50 miles an hour down here and 20 miles an hour with the size of both of these lanes in London as one lane. It doesn't make any sense, the 20 mile an hour speed limits, but then you know my feelings on that. But it always makes me chuckle. Every time I come down here and I see that 50 mile an hour speed limit, it does make me laugh. So now we come to the final clip of this episode, something that I haven't seen for, I don't know, about 5 minutes or so. We've got a trainee Audi driver coming towards us in their Fiat 500, and as per normal, there's a bloody light out on it. It's unbelievable. I just never see him without a light out. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.